First win against the Swans since 2007, a hard-fought 52-point victory at home against such quality opposition. A fellow top 4 team have fans salivating at some finals footy and the Eagles returning to it. Welcome to Eagle Review for round 17. Benny Roberts, what an impressive victory. It's been so long since that kind of dominant performance over a Sydney team that has been there or thereabouts each and every season.
Yep, haven't beaten them for a long time, so there's one hoodoo ticked. You know another one that was ticked yesterday?
What's that?
Mark Leclerc kicked his first goal in history against the Swans. Can't believe it, but he's kicked 2. He's blown that hoodoo out of the water. But no, it was a good team effort.
Where was the match won, do you think?
Midfield. I think the guys really played together as a unit, which they've been doing all year. Took on Sydney head-to-head, and there was no real run-widths going on. It was sort of just, you do your best, we'll do ours, and see what happens. And I think they got the better of them yesterday, but not to say that Sydney were disgraceful. 2
critical goals in red time at the end of the first and second quarters. They were big blows to the Swans and well capitalised from an Eagles squad that kicked very inaccurately last week. Rectified that in style. Matt Priddis won the medal for best on-ground performance. How are these stats? 34 touches, 7 clearances, 5 inside 50s and the 13 tackles. Probably the most evident of how hard he was around the contest.
Yep, loves it tough, and there is none better than inside than Matty Priddis, as evidenced by his Brownlow medal last year. Geez, he's not far off a back-to-back Robert Harvey-style performance with the Brownlow, I reckon. Everyone's Fife, got a little bit cold, so maybe Priddis on the way to back-to-back Charlies.
If he keeps kicking right-foot goals for the first time in his career, he'll be well noticed by the umpires. I don't think you'll ever see that again from Matthew.
No, take it from us. Matty Priddis is a natural left-footer.
Ruck duo all over this game. They were sensational. 70 hit-outs to 21, 19 to advantage to just Sydney's 4. Very evident there. But their work around the ground was also most evident.
Yep, a lot of tackling, a lot of pressure. They both can go forward and kick goals. I think they both kicked a snag yesterday as well. What I did like yesterday, Stephen, and this all comes from the midfield, I think, and the pressure that everyone's putting on. There was 0 inside 50s for Sydney. Yeah, you didn't hear wrong. 0 for a 30-minute period between the second and third quarter. That is outrageous. Speaks volumes for the team defence, and Daniel Pratt and Adrian Hickmott and Adam Simpson, very happy with that.
2 blokes who are clunking marks all day long. Brad Sheppard, Elliot Yeo, they were awesome. And Brad Sheppard, was that his best game for the club, do you think?
I think it's certainly in the conversation. Hard to beat it at a lot of the footy. Went 96% by foot, if you don't mind, disposal efficiency. His season has been tremendous. He's just one of those guys that's grown under Adam Simpson, particularly this year. He's averaging career best marks, career best disposals, career best contested marks. He's been a pillar of support back there for the whole back 6, and he's doing really well.
Yoey had one of his best sidesteps I've ever seen on an AFL pitch, going in 4th gear, changing direction. Scotty Selwood tried to emulate it, both of them failing after their brilliant attempts by foot.
Bamboozled himself and ended up handballing it to nothing.
They were just thinking about the Sports Centre top 10, I think. Tom Barrass making his debut, 19-year-old, big opportunity. Don't know if he would have picked that at the start of the year, but when the cutter went down, this bloke stood up in a big way, especially with Scully getting subbed out of the game.
Yep, speaks volumes for the development practices we have at the club and the alignment with East Perth. Guys can hone their skills in the system they play at the AFL level and then come in and do a job straight away. Not overawed, 15 disposals, 5 marks. But how about Nick Nat? I just want to mention this probably could have even been a roast nomination, but we're going to throw it up now. Tommy Barrass loves to fly for his marks. Nick's got to know this. And when a man on debut goes for a big pack mark, Nick Nat, you just got to stay out of the way and say, let the young man have his moment. Maybe next time.
Pinch one from Elliot Yeo too. Nick Nat very greedy on the day, so it seems. Just a couple of honourable mentions. Luke Shuey, another left foot pass going at top speed. We'll probably turn this into a regular segment. That's how often we're getting these clips. What about from yourself?
Well, I like, I've got a soft spot for Jamie Cripps. A soft spot for a hard man, Jamie Cripps. And just have a look at this. Haven't scored a goal yet. Ball's in the air. Now just keep your eye on Jamie Cripps. Just sidles in front of the Sydney defender. Allows Jack Dalen to go forward and take this mark. It's little things like that that show the teamwork that this team is emphasising week after week, and it's lovely to watch. Cripper, might I add, has to be, I think, all-Australian contention.
Interesting call. I just like the fact that he thinks he's had a massive pre-season and can tackle 2 blokes at the same time. Cripper, you're not that big, but your defensive pressure and your 19 defensive acts, 21 defensive acts, 21, that's sensational.
Pressure acts, 21 of them more than double anyone else, so unbelievable.
Time for our roast of the round. Oh, how about all the influxes we had on Twitter for hashtag the roast? Guess how many we had? How's 0 sound? Thanks for writing.
Good on you, you've been good.
Thanks for that. We're going to start it off. What about the boundary umpire turning his ankle sideways, getting a bit of shin into the turf? On nothing as well. There's no play going on, but you felt for him because that would have hurt a tremendous deal.
Bit embarrassing.
Oh yeah, it is, of course. When you put your hand up and say, sub me out of the game, I've had an incident with myself and some turf. it's not the greatest. But who's the winner, Ben Roberts?
Well, when I say all those doing AFL umpire fantasy would have been robbed when a player goes down that early. It kills your score that week. So,
who won it, mate?
Callum Sinclair, not for the first time this year. I reckon he's won it a couple of times. But let's have a look at this. So Callum Sinclair, there's been a lot of third men up happening this year, and Callum Sinclair's gone, okay, I'm going to do it myself. Nick Nat needs to be told this though, if he's going to be used as a stepladder. Callum goes hammer and tongs for the footy. Nick and his opponent separate. Callum just goes bang like a sack of spuds. Looks like a dill. Bit of communication next time, Callum.
Excellent roast there, Benny. If you'd have tweeted in, I'd have given you some credit. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
See you.